And you thought we were done.
Nope. Time travel is suffering.
I knew this would happen. I knew it would turn out like this. I can't take this anymore. I'm so tired. Enough already. I give up. Of course, from their perspective, none of them know about all of the other iterations Okabe's gone through.
Yeah. Unless they do somehow.
No, he hasn't told them yet. And Suzuha wouldn't have any way of knowing that yet.
True, unless they have memories from other world lines still.
Yeah, but even then it'd be like, at best, vague, kind of.
Mm-hmm. Okarin.
A burning numbness threads through my cheek. Also, this is the point at which you can go watch our Steins Gate 0 playthrough if you have not yet. Now that I've said it, we of course lock us into the future of having done a Steins Gate 0 playthrough.
This is the choice of Steins Gate.
This is the exact point at which you want to start watching that playthrough, and then come back to here when you're done.
Yeah.
The second half of the last episode of Steins Gate is when you want to start Steins Gate 0.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Oh, get. A burning numbness spreads through my cheek. Mayuri hit me. She hit me. What? She's never done anything like this before. The shock is enough to bring me to my senses.
You want to go?
I'll throw down right here and now. Mayuri looks at me with tears streaming down her cheeks. Her small body gently embraces mine, though I'm still covered in Kurisu's blood.
Okarin, you're not a quitter.
I don't think it's fair to call Okabe a quitter after all he's been through.
Mayushi knows. You never ever give up. Not until the very end. Remember? Every day, Mayushi prayed for help in front of Granny's grave. And every day, you came to see me. Even on rainy days and snowy days, you always stood next to Mayushi and called my name.
And that name was Catherine.
Because you were always there for Mayushi, I was finally able to say goodbye to Granny. Mayushi doesn't really understand what's going on, but don't give up now, okay? Mayushi doesn't want to see you sad.
Mayuri's gentle warmth envelops me. I cling to that warmth, but it's not enough to heal my heart. But I killed her. The person most precious to me, who I wanted so desperately to save. I killed her.
Okarin.
Yeah, it's me. I can still feel the knife in my hand. I can still feel her fading heartbeat. I look at my hands over Mayuri's shoulder. They're red with blood, Kurisu's blood. The shaking won't stop. Tears fall, washing away the blood. Guilt and despair are tearing at my soul. If Suzuha hadn't taken the knife, I might have slit my own throat in that very spot. Reality is too much to bear. But I realize that this is retribution, my just punishment for taking the godlike power of time travel and using it to distort the past. Kurisu can't be saved. That has been proven beyond a doubt. At the very least, I can't save her. Not even with Mayuri's encouragement. There's nothing I can do.
You're wrong.
You're wrong, dipshit. Suzuha speaks, her voice full of conviction. And immediately afterwards, I hear a familiar melody. My male tone. Mayuri takes my phone out of her pocket. She's been looking after it.
You've got mail, Okarin.
Mayuri gently puts my phone into my hand. I don't have the energy to check my mail, but for some reason, Suzuha gestures for me to look at it. I reluctantly open my inbox. What? Turn on the TV. That's all it says. The sender is unfamiliar. Is this a prank? Is this spam? I'm bewildered. I don't know who sent this. But then I happen to glance at the send time, and the shock is like a lightning bolt to the brain. The date it was sent. August 21st, 2025.
Nice.
2025? No, is this? Doesn't even occur to me to wonder if my phone has malfunctioned. After all, I know this phenomenon. A D-mail? I look up at Suzuha. She sees my confusion and looks at my phone.
It actually came through, just like he said it would.
Judging by her surprise, I guess she doesn't know much. Suzuha left from 2036. That's 11 years after this D-mail was sent. Does that mean it's not related to her?
What does it mean? There must be something on, something you need to see.
Quick, turn it to any channel.
Hey guys!
Oh, yeah, right, you're Dara. Sorry.
You can be Dara if you want.
No, go for it.
Hey guys, I brought the stuff.
I already took Dr. Nakabachi from you. I'm not taking it anymore.
Gotta keep up with me being everybody.
Yep. Daru comes back with a convenient... Do you want me to take Daru?
Nah.
Okay. Daru comes back with a convenience store bag, right on time. Fortunately, my phone has TV reception. That is
fortunate.
Fortunate. In the year of our Lord 2009? No, wait, when did Steins take place again?
2010, right?
2010? Yeah.
That probably existed in some capacity.
Yeah, but still. There's a jumbo jet in the background. Looking closer, I see burns near the plane's tail. The captain says, "Fire on Russian Airlines." Russian authorities announced today that a fire broke out on Russian Airlines Flight 801 en route from Narita to Moscow. The flight departed Narita Airport at 11:05 Japan time, but a fire broke out in the cargo hold shortly before arrival. The flight made an emergency landing at Domodedovo International Airport, where the passengers were evacuated. No one was injured. One of the passengers on Flight 801 was a Japanese physicist who had declared his intention to seek asylum in Russia. The screen changes and the camera cuts to what appears to be the airport lobby. A man is standing there, surrounded by reporters. When I see his face, my breath catches in my throat. Yeah! Hey, it's me! Dr. Nakabachi? Dr. Nakabachi, real name Makase Soichi, made these comments to the press earlier today.
Why did he have a pseudonym?
Because if you're publishing stuff like time travel bullshit...
But I thought that he was rejected by everybody for publishing time travel bullshit.
I don't know. I don't know why he had a pseudonym. Because it would have given away the game way too early.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm willing to take that he had a pseudonym for some reason. That's fine.
I don't know. Time travel, plausible. Having a pseudonym for some reason, that crosses the line.
I don't think it ruins my immersion to assume that he has a pseudonym for some reason. Anyway, I still haven't recovered from the shock of murdering Kurisu. The images on the TV seem like something from a dream. Did they say Nakabachi sought asylum in Russia? I didn't think people still did that in this day and age. I mean, all you need is a passport to travel to Russia. I am delighted to have arrived safely in this wonderful country. My deepest gratitude to the Russian government for accepting me. What happened on the plane? Read the subtitles at the bottom of the screen. When the cabin filled with smoke, I remained perfectly calm. Some passengers panicked. They settled down after I gave them a stern talking to. Nakabachi responds confidently. He certainly doesn't look like a man who could strangle his own daughter. My compliments to the pilot on his delicious landing. He's a hero, for he saved not only my life, but my historic thesis as well. The subtitles changed to, is that thesis related to your request for asylum? Nakabachi nods theatrically. Indeed, if this thesis had been lost, it would have set scientific progress back a century. This thesis will change the course of human history. What is your thesis about? This thesis described the first practical theory of time travel. See? See? I'm holding it out in front of you for you to look at. Do you understand? Time travel, I, Dr. Nakabachi, has succeeded where countless others have failed. Nakabachi's tone quickly grows feverish. Now he's talking directly to the camera. Moreover, he's not talking about the accident at all, he's just promoting his research. Presents something to the camera. It's the envelope, the one Kurisu gave him. This envelope contains the future of mankind. Soon all of our dreams shall be realized. When I present this thesis to the scientific community, the world will change forever, and I will be known as the father of the time machine. I have no right to condemn Nakabachi for his actions. Not when it was my hand that took Kurisu's life. But at the same time, I can't stop myself from recalling the words Kurisu spoke. That hurt, betrayed tone that triggered Nakabachi's violence.
You're stealing my work? I didn't think even you would do something like...
Do those words not echo in his ears too? How can he stand there and present his murdered daughter's work as if it were his own and look so proud of himself while doing it? I hear my teeth grinding in my head. Originally, this envelope was in my checked baggage. If it had stayed there, then this would have burned up in the cargo hold and humanity's dreams along with it. However, fate intervened on my behalf, as if God himself had decreed that my greatness should be known across the world. Nakabachi thrust his open hand at the camera. Behold, the vessel of God's grace! Because this was inside the envelope, it set off the metal detector. As a result, I had to take the envelope with me on the plane. The pilot is a hero, yes, but the true hero, the savior of humanity's future, is this tiny figurine. Sitting in the palm of his hand is a lump of silvery metal barely 5 centimeters tall.
Bah!
You don't get cookies for guessing this one. Mayuri points at the screen. I look closer. That lump of metal in Nakabachi's hand. It's not just any lump of metal.
That's my metal Upa. Look, see there? It has Mayushi's name on it.
Points if you remembered that from like episode 1 or 2. Upa is a mascot character from the popular card game Right at Access Battlers. You can see Upa merchandise everywhere in Akihabara, from capsule toys to phone straps and other accessories. But of all Upa merchandise, the most rare is the Metal Upa. The very same Metal Upa that Nakabachi is presenting to the camera. Near the bottom of the Metal Upa, I can see the cute letters written in bright red magic marker. The letters read, Mayushi's.
Whoa, you're right. What's he doing with it?
Great question.
I dropped it during the presentation. I looked everywhere but couldn't find it, so that's where it went. I can't get it back if it's all the way in Russia.
I stare at the screen in disbelief. My body is shaking, goosebumps break out over every inch of flesh. I know what this is.
Butterfly effect.
The butterfly effect. 3 weeks ago, Mayuri dropped her Metal Upa in the assembly hall of Radicon. That tiny figure, a mere child's toy, went on to decide the fate of mankind. It rescued the Nakabachi paper from the fire. And in so doing, it laid the foundation for World War III.
Suzuha. お前はこれを知っていたのか?
Suzuha, did you know about this? Oh, you asshole. Suzuha answers with a look of apology.
さっきの2025年からの D メールは誰が送ってきたんだ?
Who sent that D-mail from 2025? Whoever it was clearly meant for us to see the news about Dr. Nakabachi. There it is.
Sorry.
Sorry? Sorry for what? What is she apologizing for?
Sorry for not telling you everything.
でもさ、どうしてもオカリンおじさんには一度マキセ・クリスの命を救うのを失敗してもらわなくちゃいけなかったんだ。
But we needed you to fail once. You had to experience Makise Kurisu's death firsthand.
What?
俺を騙したのか?
You tricked me?
騙したわけじゃない。段取りとして必要なことらしいの。そう指示された。
Not exactly. It was part of the plan. At least that's what I was told.
Dick move. Tricking Okabe because he needs to go back and kill... Oh, dick move, man. Told by whom?
オカリンおじさんに辛い思いさせちゃったことは謝る。
I'm sorry for making you go through that, Uncle.
どういうことか説明しろ.
Tell me what's going on.
その必要はないよ。
See for yourself.
Suzuha points to the phone in my hand.
聞けばわかる。
Then you'll understand.
聞くって何を?
What are you talking
その
about?
携帯に もうすでに入ってるはずだよ。
The message should already be in your phone.
2025年のオカリンおじさん自身からの伝言が
The message you sent from 2025.
What?
ムービーメール
A video mail.
その携帯に受信してるよね。
You received one, didn't you?
Ah! She's right. When was that again? July 28th, right after I met Karisu for the first time. Just as I was about to contact my area, I received a mysterious video mail from an address I had never seen before. Is that what she's talking
だ
about?
が何も映っていなかった。ノイズしか入っていなかった。
But there was...
Oh, sorry.
Do you want to do it?
No.
Alright. But there was nothing on it, just noise.
今なら
Try again.
Suzuha grins.
マキセ・クリスの命を救うのに一度失敗した今なら
If you try now, after failing once to save Makise Kurisu's life,
見ることができるはずだよ。
you should be able to see it.
Are you kidding me? Is that even possible? I'm not convinced, but I check my phone anyway, just to be sure. And there I find a saved video mail. When I check the sender's address, I realize that it's from the same address as the D-mail just now. So they're from the same person, and this person is me in 15 years? 15 years, 2025, the year I die, according to Suzuha. I sent this message on the eve of my death, a message to myself in 2010. Suzuha said that there was a plan to reach Steins Gate. Could that plan be in this video? Mayuri and Daru peek over my shoulder. I take a deep breath and press play with a trembling finger. Nothing appears on the screen but noise. Nothing has changed after all. There's no hidden message or any... Ellipses interrobang? The noise suddenly dissolves, revealing the silhouette of a man.
I see a little
Scarab.
silhouette of a man.
Yeah. Thank you. It looks like the video was shot somewhere dark. I can't even see the man's face. Unkempt hair, a lab coat. That's all I can make out.
この人が15年後のオカリンなん
That you in 15 years?
Yeah, I believe it.
そうだよ。あのね、なんとなくオカリンに似てる気がするもん。
It has to be. Something about him just says Okari.
Really? Is this guy really me? My phone's tiny screen has become a window onto the future. I can't believe I'm about to hear a message from myself.
メールは受け取ったかテレビニュースを見るんだすでに見たならばこのまま聞いてくれ
Did you get my email? Then go watch the news. If you already have, then keep listening. So that last mail was from him, from me. It doesn't feel real.
初めましてだな15年前の俺
Greetings. It's been 15 years, I suppose you could say.
15年後のオカリン、声が渋くなってるよ。
Wow, your voice is so deep and cool.
俺は2025年からこうしてムービーメールを送っている原理については D メールと同じだ
The year is 2025. I'm sending this video by a process similar to
お前
D-mail.
はこのベータ世界線到達とともに電話レンジカッコ仮を破棄したそうだしかし俺はお前は1年もしないうちに再びタイムトラベル理論と向き合うことになる
You dismantled the phone wave. So did I. But not 1 year later, which is to say you, turned back to time travel as my last hope.
向き合ってもう14年それが俺というわけだ
I've spent 14 years researching time travel.
その過程で36バイト以上の容量送信可能な D メール送信装置も作ることに成功した。
Along the way, I managed to design a D-mail transmitter that wasn't bound by the 36-byte
この D メールを
limit.
聞いているということは、お前はクリスを救うことに失敗したということだな。
The fact that you're watching this means that you failed to save Kurisu.
さぞ辛かっただろう。お前の気持ちはよくわかる。なぜなら俺は15年後のお前なんだからな。
I know, it hurts, doesn't it? I know how you feel. After all, I went through it myself 15 years ago.
俺も失敗した。
That's right. I failed
失
too.
敗したまま15年が過ぎたよ。
I've lived with that failure for 15 years.
お前にあえて失敗させたかわかるか？
Do you understand why you had to fail?
必要なことだった。その失敗後の15年間、俺に執念を与えてもらうためにな。
It was necessary. Necessary to give me the proper
クリ
motivation.
スを助けようとして失敗した。お前自身がクリスを殺した。
You failed to save Kurisu. You killed her with your own 2 hands.
その罪悪感が2025年にこの計画を完成させた俺へとつながったのだ。
Your guilt, your self-loathing, have driven me for 15 years. They gave me the focus I needed to complete my plan.
その執念が
I wish my guilt and self-loathing gave me the focus I needed.
True.
お前へと届けることができたのだ。
Without your failure, you would not be watching this message now.
知っての通り、世界はアトラクタフィールドにより収束を起こす。
As you know, this world line is subject to attractor field
普通に
convergence.
タイムトラベルするだけではクリスを助けることができない。
Time travel alone cannot save Kurisu.
一度失敗することでこうして因果を作った。下ごしらえのようなものだ。
That's why you had to fail. To create the chain of causality that links you to me.
お前が失敗してくれたおかげでこの15年俺はひたすら研究に明け暮れた。
Because you failed, I spent the last 15 years researching time travel.
世界にタイムトラベルの論争をもたらし、世界中が戦争への道にひた走る中で俺は地下に潜って独自にタイムトラベルの研究を続けた。
As the revelations Nakabachi unleashed sped the world towards nuclear war, I continued my research in
スズ
secret.
ラが使っているタイムマシンは俺とダルの研究の賜物だが、その基礎理論はセルンが構築し、
Suzuha's time machine is the result. Although the finishing touches were Daru's and mine, its design was based on the theory that
お
CERN
前が
first
なかっ
developed.
たことにしてきた世界線においてマキセ・クリスが発展させたものだ。
In that Kurisu improved on the world line you undid.
型式は C204 型。シードはクリスティーナの頭文字だ。それが意味するところは理解してもらえると思う。
Its model number is C204. C for Christina. I believe you understand what that signifies.
とにかく因果は成立した。計画の最終段階について話そう。
Now that the causal link has been established, allow me to explain the final
ダイ
stage
バ
of the
ージェン
plan.
スを変え未知の世界線シュタインズゲートへ到達する計画だ。
The purpose of this plan is to change divergence and reach the unknown world line called Steins Gate.
シュタインズゲートと命名したのは俺だ。なぜシュタインズゲートなのかはお前ならわかるはず。
By the way, I'm the one who named it Steins Gate. You, of all people, know why I chose that name.
特に意味はない。そうだろ
Because it sounds cool. Isn't that right?
そう
I love it. It has no meaning. It's literally just because he thinks it sounds cool. These are the two conditions you must meet to reach Steins Gate.
And then the phone data cuts out.
First, you must save Makise Kurisu.
一つドクター中鉢がロシアに持ち込んだ中鉢論文をこの世から葬り去ること
Second, you must destroy the Nakabachi paper.
その過去を変えようとしても無駄だったお前は今そう思ったはずだ世界は収束してしまうその力が過去改変を許してくれなかったそうだ
I know what you're thinking. Convergence won't let you change the past, no matter what you do. Kurisu will die.
方法が間違っているだけだ
But rest assured,
お前は
there's a way.
クリスを助けることができる
You can save Kurisu.
よく聞くんだ
Listen
あの日
carefully.
7月28日最初のお前は何も知らずにドクター中鉢の発表会に来ていたはずだ
On July 28th, the first you went to Nakabachi's presentation blissfully unaware of what was about to happen.
その最初のお前自身が見たことをなかったことにしてはならない
You must not change what the first you saw.
それは確定した過去であり世界線が収束した結果だからだ
Those events have been established. They are the result upon which this world line converges. However,
騙すことはできる
there is room for deception.
どういうことだと言いたいのだろうそう焦るなこれから説明する
You don't understand, I know. Calm down, I'll explain.
騙す相手はお前自身だ
You are going to deceive yourself.
最初のお前は血まみれで倒れているマキセ・クリスを目撃している
The first you saw Kurisu lying in a pool of
それを
blood.
見ていなければこれまでのお前さらにはこれまでの俺のあらゆる行動がタイムパラドックスとなることはわかるか
If you were to change that fact, it would render everything that you have done since, as well as everything that I have done, a paradox.
クリスの死を目撃したお前が D メールを送ったことでそれはエシロンに捕らえられてセルンの知るところとなった
After finding Kurisu's body, you sent a D-mail which was intercepted by Echelon, which tipped off
アル
CERN.
ファ世界線で経験したことを思い出せ
Recall your experiences on the Alpha World
そ
line.
こで起きたのはマユリの死だけではないはずだ
You saw more than just Mayuri's death.
生きているクリスと再会した彼女を無理やりラバ面に迎え共にタイムリープマシンを作った
You saw Kurisu alive and well. You made her a lab member despite her protests. And together, you built the time
わ
leap
ずか3
machine.
週間だったがお前はマキセ・クリスという一人の人間と共に過ごしたんだ
It was only 3 weeks, but she was there, beside you.
今そこにいるお前は今ここにいる俺は7月28日にクリスが死んだこのベータ世界線だけで生きてきた岡部倫太郎ではない
Those memories are yours. Those memories are mine. They are proof that we did not live only on this world line where Kurisu died on July
お前の
28th.
記憶には
You traveled to the
ア
Alpha
ルファ
world
世界
line.
線へ行き
You met Kurisu
ク
and
リスと
fell
共
in
に
love.
生き
You sacrificed the dreams of those closest to
マ
you.
ユリを救うために多くの思いを犠牲にして
But still, you fought to give
そ
Mayuri
れ
a
でももが
future.
き続けた3週間の経験が存在しているはずだ
For 3 weeks, you fought. And now those memories are a part of you.
ラジガンの暗い通路に倒れているクリスの姿を見なければ
If you had not seen Kurisu's body in the hallway of
お
Radicon,
前は誰に D メールを送ることもなかったしそれがエシロンに捕らえられることもなかった
you would not have sent that first D-mail. CERN, would not have found you.
その後クリスに再会した時お前が妙なことを口走ることもなく
When you encountered Kurisu later, you would not have been shocked to see her
クリ
alive.
スがお前に興味を抱くこともなかった
You would not have spoken the words that led her to your doorstep. Without those memories,
そこに立つお前がタイムトラベルしてでもクリスを助けたいと思うこともなかったんだ
you would not be now willing to travel through time to save her.
2025年の俺がシュタインズゲートに到達するための計画を立てることもなく
I would not have spent my life searching for a path to Steins
2025
Gate.
年の俺がこうしてお前にムービーメールを送ることもなく
I would not have recorded this message.
2036年までタイムマシンを完成させることもなく
Daru and I would not have completed the time
タイ
machine.
ムマシンでお前の元へ現れることもなかった
Suzuha would not be standing beside you
お前
now.
が経験したわずか3週間世界線漂流を否定してはいけない
You must not reject the 3 weeks you spent drifting between
なかっ
worldlines.
たことにしてはいけない
You must not undo the
いく
past.
つもの世界線を旅してきたからこそクリスを助けたいと強く願うお前がそこにいる
Those 3 weeks made you who you are. A man who would do anything to save the woman he
クリス
loves.
を助けたいと願いその後の人生すべてをタイムマシン開発に捧げた2025年の俺がいる
Your desperation made me who I am. A man who has given everything to make that dream come true.
お前が立っているその場所は俺たちがクリスを助けたいと願ったからこそ到達できた瞬間なんだ
This moment would not be possible if not for the memories that you and I
世界線のどれ
share.
か一つでも移動しなかった俺ではその瞬間へは到達できなかったんだ
The man you were trying to create, a man with none of those memories to drive him, could never stand where you stand now.
意味があったことなんだよ
It all
俺
meant
の計画をした
something.
準備は完了したあとはお前次第だ
My preparations are complete. The rest is up to you.
オペレーションスクルドの概要を説明する
The final phase of Operation Skuld will now commence.
確定した過去を変えずに結果を変えろ
Your mission? Change the outcome without changing established
島に出て
events.
くれているマキセ・クリストそれを目撃した岡部倫太郎その過去は確定している
You saw Makise Kurisu lying in a pool of blood. That has been established.
だが逆に言えば確定しているのはそれだけだ
But at the same time, only that has been established.
最初のお前を騙せ
Deceive yourself.
世界を騙せ
Deceive the world.
それがシュタインズゲートに到達するための選択だ
That is the choice which will lead you to Steins Gate.
狂気のマッドサイエンティストよ
Good luck, mad scientist. El
草
Sai
今
Kongru.
Whoa!
My eerie face is like, what the shit?
I feel like I've missed a lot here.
Future you is hot, Okabe. And with that, the video ends. Mayuri and Daru look dumbfounded. They obviously didn't understand a single word. I, however... Laughter bubbles up from the depths of my soul. Not minutes ago, I was lost in despair. I was ready to kill myself for what I had done. But now, I'm laughing. Operation Scold? El Sai Kongru?
33歳にもなって何をバカなこと言ってるんだ俺は
I'm 33 years old and I still have no shame?
最初の俺を騙せとか世界を騙せとか
Deceive myself? Deceive the world?
両もいいところじゃないか
That's such Junie bullshit. It's pathetic, laughable, a juvenile fantasy, but at the same time, it feels right.
いいだろう。やってやる。それがシュタインズゲートの選択だというのならばな。
Very well. If this is the choice of Steins Gate, then so be it.
マッドサイエンティスト。フォーインキョーマ。
Ah,
世界を騙すなどどうさもない。
I am the insane mad scientist, Owen Kioma. Deceiving the world is child's
やは
play.
りこの俺が世界を変えてやらねばならないようだな。
It looks like I have to change the world after all.
うわ、ここ何日かやけに真面目だったのに、またいつものオカリンに戻っちゃったじゃん。
Whoa, I thought Ocarine was finally turning serious, but now he's back to his usual antics.
Nah, Ocarine being serious is kind of like a bell curve. Like, if he's not very serious, then he's pretty chuny. If he's way more serious than he should be, he's actually serious. But if he's even more serious than that, he's back to chuny.
And if he looks dead serious, he's just depressed. But you know, Mayushi likes Ocarine better this way.
Tuturu,
そうだけどさ、
Mayushi
オカリン
desu.
が変人じゃなきゃ僕も調子出ねえし。
Yeah, I know what you mean. Ocarine just isn't Ocarine unless he's laughing like an idiot.
Yeah, get your licks in.
マユシーのことも助けてくれたんだよ。
Ho and Kyoma saved Mayushi, you know?
だから今度もね、きっとマキセクリスさんを助けられるよ。
So this time, he'll definitely save Makise Kurisu, whoever
Whoever
that
that
is.
is.
今のムービーメールって結局どういう意味なん？世界を騙せとか意味不明だわな。
But deceive the world? What's that supposed to mean?
これはね、マユシーもさっぱりなのです。
Mayushi doesn't have a clue.
お前たちそんなこともわからないのか。
Isn't it obvious?
確定した過去は血まみれで倒れているマキセクリスト。それを目撃した俺だけ。それ以上でもそれ以下でもない。
The only established fact about the past is that I saw Kurisu lying in a pool of blood. That is the extent of my observation.
血まみれで倒れていたのを見ただけ。そのクリスが生きていたのか死んでいたのかについて。
Kurisu was lying in a pool of blood. As for whether she was alive or
俺は観
dead,
測していない。
that's still open to interpretation. Isn't that right, future me?
Huh?
Mayuri tilts her head. She still doesn't get it.
つまりあの時の場面についてこういう可能性だって考えられるわけだ。
For example, just think of it like
クリ
this.
スはぶちまけられた赤いペンキの上にうつ伏せに倒れて寝ていた。
Kurisu was merely unconscious, and the blood was just a coat of red paint.
そうだったんだ。
Oh, is that what happened?
Mayuri's eyes open wide in wonder. I give up. She's not gonna understand. Oh, come on, dude. Don't.
ちょい待ち。でもさ、マキセクリスの事件のことはニュースなんかでも結構報じられてるわけで。
Wait a second, the news reports all said that she was...
今は関係ないよ。あの日、7月28日のオカリンおじさんが何を観測したかが問題なの。
What's true now doesn't matter. Only what Uncle Ocarine saw on July 28th matters.
そうなん？
Really?
Really. And that's because I'm not the Okabe Rintaro who lived on the Beta world line after Kurisu died. I traveled to the Alpha world line and back. I am not bound by whatever effect Kurisu's death may have had during that time.
だから俺がやれることはあの日俺が見た光景だけを再現すること。クリスを死なせないようにしてな。
What I'm going to do is recreate what I saw, and only what I saw. But this time, I'll do it so Kurisu doesn't have to die.
それと、半ばチ論文をこの世から葬り去らないといけない。できる。
Don't forget, you also need to destroy the Nakabachi paper. Can you handle it?
誰に物を言っているのだ、バイト戦士よ。
Who do you think you're talking to, part-time warrior?
バイト戦士。
Part-time warrior? I'll have you know, they gave me full-time after I got past my 9 months probationary period. I have health insurance. Health insurance, Okarin.
That doesn't exist in America.
They're not in America.
Oh, that's true. Have you forgotten? I am the insane mad scientist, Hoenn Kyoma. I disregard the blank stares of my comrades and brush back my hair with a flourish.
すでにオペレーションスクルドは俺の中で見えている。
My plan is flawless. Operation Scald will succeed.
だが準備が必要だ。30分くれ。
But I need to prepare. Give me 30 minutes. Suzuha tightens her expression and nods firmly. I squat against the roof's chain fence with my eyes closed. To refresh my memory, I pull out the drawers of my mental archive and sort through each file one by one. My actions that day, Mayuri's actions, my conversation with Kurisu, Nakabachi's presentation. With those memories to guide me, I begin to draw up a plan for how to complete my mission.
おかりー、取ってきたよ
Okarin, I got the stuff.
You got the goods?
Yes.
I open my eyes once I hear Mayuri's voice. Then it is time. I take a deep breath and stand up. Mayuri's faster on her feet than Daru and I are, so I had her pick some things up for me. She went all the way to the lab and back in the sweltering heat, but she's not even breathing hard. She runs up to me with a triumphant smile, almost like a playful puppy shaking her tail.
Who would win, Mayushi or Suzu?
Is that even a question? Like, absolutely, Suzu.
I don't know. Mayushi appears to be unexpectedly powerful.
That's true.
Why is Mayushi so fast and so buff?
Who knows?
Here you go. Will this work?
In her hand is a plastic stick about 30 centimeters long. I take it and nod in
いい
satisfaction.
働きだぞ、マユリ。
Good work, Mayuri.
おかりの役に立ててね。まゆしも嬉しいよ。
Hehehe, Mayushi's happy to be useful to Okarin.
それとね、ついでにこれも。
Oh, I also brought you this.
She hands me a banana. I guess she's telling me not to time travel on an empty stomach. Oh, banana.
What's that?
バナナだよ。
A banana.
Banana dayo.
じゃなくて、そっちの棒みたいなやつ。
No, I mean that stick.
これは棒ではない。剣。
It's not a stick. It's a sword.
我がラボの発明品。未来ガジェット6号。サイリウムセーバー。
One of our lab's many inventions. Future gadget number 6, the Sialume Saber. The Sialume Saber.
サイリウムセーバー。
Sialume Saber.
赤色のサイリウムだお。アイドルや声優のライブには欠かせないんだな、これが。
It's a red Sialume glow stick, an essential item for idol and voice actors concerts.
だがただのサイリウムではない。セーバーというネーミングの通り、剣の形になっているため、スパークウォーズごっこも可能なのだ。
But it's not just a glow stick. It's saber shaped, just as its name implies. So you can reenact scenes from Spark Wars.
わあ、すごい。
Wow.
しかも同時に血のりを生成することができるぞ。先端部分のキャップを取り外せば、ドロリとした血が溢れ出す。
Furthermore, it can also form fake blood clots. Detach the cap at the tip and thick blood starts flowing out.
一体何を狙って作ったのか、さっぱりわかんないけど。
I really don't get what you were trying to accomplish when you made this.
Yeah, that's kind of the beauty of
every future gadget.
every future gadget except number 9.
よ
Was the phone wave number 9?
Even the phone wave.
Yeah, the phone wave doesn't do anything. It's the time leap machine. When it goes into the demelt machine, that it's actually useful. Phone wave's just a microwave with the phone soldiered on.
Yeah. We wanted to make our sword fights more realistic.
全ては必然だったということだ。
What he meant to say is that everything is inevitable, right, Daru? Right, Daru? Daru? Back me up here.
Sure.
その血のりをマキセ・クリスの血に見せかけるんだね。
I think I see the plan. You're gonna use that Sialoom stuff as a stand-in for Makise Kurisu's blood, aren't you?
いいかに
Precisely. I stuffed my cheeks with banana, enraptured by my own genius. And the mouse refusing to click. I truly am a mad scientist. I put the Sialoom saber into my pocket. It's about 30 centimeters long, so it sticks out a little, but I don't mind. I had Daru buy me a stun gun earlier. I pocket that, too. With this, my preparations are complete. I give Suzuha a glance. And this mouse is fucking with me.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
オカリンおじさん、
Real cool dude.
もう一度あの日へ飛ぼう。
And you wondered why she specified it had enough for 2 round trips.
Yup. Let's go, Uncle Okarin. One more time.
7月28日
We're gonna celebrate, yeah.
One more trip to July 28th.
タイムマシンの燃料はあと1回往復する分しか残ってない。
There and back. That's all the fuel we have left.
残るチャンスはただ一度だっていうこと。
This is our last chance.
Actually, it's our only chance. That last chance wasn't even an actual chance.
Yeah. You ready?
任せろ
Leave it to me.
俺が世界を変えてやる
I will change the world. I follow Suzuha into the time machine. While waiting for Mayuri to return, I asked Suzuha if there was a chance I might run into myself from last time. In other words, the me who killed Kurisu. She replied that wasn't possible. The world line where I killed Kurisu is minutely different from the one to which the time machine will take us. Time travel has a very small effect on divergence, much too small to cause any noticeable changes, but enough to ensure that there can never be 2 versions of the same time traveler. However, it's important to remember that world lines are not parallel worlds. Ultimately, attractor field convergence merges them into a single world line. My actions are not meaningless. If I succeed in deceiving myself and the world, the entire universe will converge upon a different future.
オカリン、
Okarin.
Mayuri leans through the hatch and gently strokes my cheek.
きっと帰ってきてね。
Come back, okay?
当たり前だ
Of course. I return the smile and give her a thumbs up. I close the hatch as Daru and Mayuri see me off with words of encouragement. Suzuha is already operating the time machine.
このミッションには未来の運命もかかってる。
The fate of the future hangs on this mission.
For real this time. Suzuha speaks as she presses some buttons.
頼むよ。おじさん、
We're counting on you, Uncle.
Instead of answering, I close my eyes. I find myself strangely calm. No impatience, no tension, none of the anxiety I felt the first time. How many times have I tasted failure? My hubris hurt those closest to me, my foolishness cost them their dreams. And even though those mistakes have been undone, the memories still remained as a brand on my heart.
お前が経験したわずか3週間の世界線漂流を否定してはいけない
You must not reject the 3 weeks you spent drifting between world
なかっ
lines.
たことにしてはいけない
You must not undo the past. It all meant something. Every mistake, every sacrifice, without them, I would not be standing here now. From that knowledge, I draw strength, confidence, and pride. The memories I shoulder deserve nothing less. And so, I am no longer afraid. I will reach the unknown world line, Steins Gate. Its future is uncertain, but that is how it should be. For once, I need not worry what fate has in store. Only one thing matters now. Saving Kurisu. Gravity pulls at my back. Rainbow lights start drifting through the compartment. It's time. This is my Ragnarok. I exit the time machine onto the familiar rooftop. As before, it's empty. I can see the top of the train station a short distance away. This is the third time I've been here now. I run through the plan in my head one last time. Time is short, but I have no choice. I have to do it. No, I will do it. Failure isn't an option. I wait for Suzuha to break the lock, then I run inside just like last time. Narrowly avoiding the first me again, I descend to the 7th floor. Last time I went all the way down to the 4th floor, but not this time. I direct my attention at the capsule toy machines near the landing. It's time for step 1. Rainet Kakeru Character Doll Series! This is it. On July 28th, the first me won a super rare metal Lupa from this very machine. No time to waste, I insert the 100 yen coin I prepared beforehand and turn the lever hard. The capsule falls into the slot. Just as I grab it,
Look, Rainet.
my heart leaps into my throat. That was Mayuri's voice. She's already here? I quickly turn and leave the area before Mayuri can see my face. Luckily, she's so entranced by the capsule toy machines that she doesn't realize who I am. Once I get down to the 4th floor, I check the contents of the capsule. The metal Lupa is inside. This is the prize that was meant for me.
This is my Upa. It was made for me.
Which means the first me will get... The answer is obvious. Phase 1 is complete. Time for Phase 2. I turn around abruptly.
Huh?
Kurisu is standing behind me, her mouth open in surprise. My timing was perfect.
ねえ、あなたさっき屋上から。
Hey, you just came down from the...
俺はお前を
Huh?
俺はお前を助ける
I am going to save you. Leave everything to me.
どういう。
What?
I say no more. If I tell her everything, she'll have no reason to talk to the first me. On July 28th, she came to me during Nakabachi's presentation. She claimed that I had tried to tell her something, then proceeded to drag me out into the hallway for further questioning. That is part of my experience. This should be enough to ensure that it happens exactly as I remember. I pat Kurisu on the shoulder, then race back up the stairs.
ちょっと。
Wait.
I run to the 6th floor, then creep up towards the 7th floor landing until I can just make out the capsule toy machines. As expected, there's the first me about to turn the lever in Mayuri's stead.
Ah, it's an Upa.
Is she surprised that it was an Upa as opposed to something else? Is it rare?
It's not rare, but isn't it just so cute? Mayushi loves Upa.
I grinned to myself. It worked. The order changed. Mayuri now has a regular Upa, not the metal one I gave her the first time. And that means...
本日はドクター中橋によるタイムマシン発明成功記念会見にお集まりいただき誠にありがとうございます。
Thank you all for coming to Dr. Nakabachi's Time Machine Press Conference. I can't recognize any of those posters.
Yeah,
The one on the right looks vaguely like a robotics notes poster I remember, but I don't know for sure.
It'd be weird if it was, seeing as robotics notes didn't exist yet, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean, the presentation is about to begin. Yeah, you're right. That wouldn't work. Never mind.
Unless it does.
Fuck it. I don't know.
Teach the controversy.
The first me heads up to the 8th floor, but Mayuri doesn't move. She takes out a pen and starts signing the Upa. just as planned. When Dr. Nakabachi defected to Russia on August 21st, he had Mayuri's metal Upa with him. If he has a plastic one instead, it should change the fate of the Nakabachi paper. But one question remains. How exactly did Mayuri's Upa fall into Dr. Nakabachi's hands? I watch as Mayuri finishes signing her name. She nods in satisfaction, then runs after the first me. Just before she gets to the stairs, she puts the Upa into her coat pocket. But it doesn't go in all the way. As she runs up the stairs, I see it fall out and roll away. Mayuri is completely oblivious. A moment later, she disappears from sight. I look at the Upa lying on the floor. Does Nakabachi pick it up? Ow, he's in the middle of his presentation upstairs. He doesn't have any opportunity. Oh wow, metal Upa. Oh, that's not a metal Upa, never mind. That's when Kurisu comes up from downstairs. I quickly hide in the stairwell across the landing.
New.
Kurisu reaches the 7th floor without noticing me. She finds the fallen Upa and picks it up. So it was Kurisu who found the Upa. The butterfly effect. In 3 weeks, this completely innocuous event changes the outcome of an accidental fire on what must be thousands of planes flying that day. On one of thousands. By extension, it changes the fate of the entire human race. Kurisu looks curiously at the Upa, then looks around as if searching for the owner. Of course, Kurisu doesn't know who Mayuri is. At this point in time, those two aren't even acquainted yet. After realizing there's no one around, Kurisu puts the Upa into her envelope and goes up to the 8th floor. Now that I've seen what I needed to see, I go upstairs too and head to the employee hallway. Here is where it gets serious. I grip the Siloom saber and shake it silently, thus activating the red fluorescent reaction inside. It'll last about 10 minutes. It should get dim before Kurisu makes her appearance. I know what I need to do. The problem is that my window of opportunity is so slim. Will I be able to handle the enraged Dr. Nakabachi? One mistake and Kurisu will die. What are you afraid of, Ho and Kyoma? Everything is going according to plan. Operation Scold is flawless. You spent 15 years perfecting it, remember? Believe in yourself. Believe in Ho and Kyoma. Ho and Kyoma will save Kurisu. I close my eyes and wait for the time to come, hidden behind the same pile of cardboard boxes as last time. I hear the sound of sparse applause from the event hall, which means I should be hearing footsteps soon. There they are. Kurisu has come right on time. She leans against the wall and looks inside her envelope, smiling softly as she does. And now I know the reason behind that smile. It's the Upa inside. She's probably smiling at how adorable it is. That smile really doesn't suit you, Kurisu. I stifle a chuckle. I'm surprised I'm calm enough to feel that way despite the current situation. Once Nakabachi appears, that's my signal to spring into action. I'll bring out the Siloom saber as soon as that bastard tries to take out his knife. Then I'll scare him away and stun Kurisu. The stun gun I brought should handle both tasks flawlessly. That's the plan, at least. The next set of footsteps echoes down the hallway. Kurisu looks up. I can't see Nakabachi, but I know it's him. Yeah, I'm back with my eyebrows again.
I wanted to talk.
Ellipsis.
Are you listening, Papa?
Generally speaking, no. Even the words she speaks are the same.
それは何だ？
What is that?
パパがタイムマシーンの発表会をすると聞いて、
I heard you were giving a presentation on time travel.
私も考えてみたの。タイムマシーンは作れるのかどうか。
So I thought about it too. Could it be possible to make a time machine?
The atmosphere is far from pleasant. Nakabachi doesn't even try to hide his displeasure. And the first me is probably at fault for that. At least partially. Looks like it's about time for Nakabachi to go ballistic. I grip the Siloom saber and make one final check. It's already dimmed down. Now all I have to do is remove the cap at the tip and the fake blood will. Ellipses interrobang? My breath catches in my throat. In the darkness of my hiding spot, I bring the Siloom saber close to my eyes and peer inside. The fake blood has begun to coagulate. No, this shouldn't happen. I was certain the liquid would remain fluid for around 30 minutes after losing luminescence. Was it defective? Come to think of it, we never tested the Siloom saber.
Huh.
It'll only be used once before the tube needs to be replaced. Given the lab's financial situation, we thought it would be a waste to use it, so we never did. How could I have failed to consider this possibility? If I'd had half a brain, I would have brought a spare. This is bad. The plan is falling apart.
私は追放されたのではない。
I wasn't shunned, now. Nakabachi's shrill shriek startles me.
あの連中は私のレベルの高さに嫉妬するしか能がなかった。そんな奴らに嫌気がさして私の方が見切りをつけたのだ。
Those incompetent bastards were just jealous of my superiority. I was the one who gave up on them.
怒鳴らないでよ。
Please don't yell.
Ah. Time won't stop for me. How do I recover from this setback? I can't leave. Nakabachi's about to attack his daughter. If I make my appearance after that, it'll be the same as last time. I'll end up killing Karisu again. No matter what, I can't let that happen. What do I do? Do I go back to the time machine and try again? No, remember what Suzuha said? There's not enough fuel for another trip. This is my last chance.
ねえ、久しぶりに会ったことだし、いろいろと話したいんだけど、パパは今、青森に住んでるんだっけ？
We haven't seen each other in a while. There's a lot I want to talk about. You're living in Aomori now, right?
帰れ。
Leave.
さっさとアメリカに帰れ。
Go back to America, see? Never show your face to me again. Not see? Instead of regular, cause see? Because I don't want to see your face.
But that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
何が共同証明だ。
You want my opinion? Well, submit it jointly. You don't mean any of that. I know how you think. My heart is pounding. I'm sweating like crazy. Feels like I've just run a marathon. I cover my mouth to suppress the sound of my breathing.
私は哀れんどるのか、それとも蔑んどるのか、娘の分際で。
Is this pity? How dare you? You're supposed to be my daughter.
何言ってるのよ。
Nah.
落ち着いて。
I don't understand. Please calm.
私は十分落ち着いておる。
I am calm.
するな。
I am extremely. Look at how calm my face is. Don't tell me what to do. Nakabachi's about to snap. Events are proceeding just like last time, barreling inexorably towards disaster. Please, I find myself begging, make time stop. But no other voice from within answers. Are you praying, Ho and Kiyoma? Have you forgotten?
私が今日この場にお前を呼んだ理由を教えてやる。勝ち誇りたかったのだよ。お前に私の研究の偉大さを見せびらかすことでな。
I'll tell you why I called you here today. I wanted to show you my research. Research beyond even what you can imagine.
お前が絶望するほどの差を知らしめてやろうとしたのだ。
I wanted to prove, once and for all, that you are nothing compared to me. Change the future. Deceive the world.
なのにあの妙な若造のせいで全て台無しだ。そしてお前がそんな私を見て鼻で笑っていたのも知っているぞ。どこまで親をバカにすれば気が済む。
But that brat in the lab coat ruined everything. I know you were laughing at me too. Don't you deny it. How dare you treat your own father this way?
払ってなんて。
I wasn't.
この論文に意見が欲しいのか？意見ならここで言ってやる。
You want my opinion? Fine, I'll give it to you.
この論文は私の名前で発表する。以上だ。
I'm going to publish it myself. End of discussion. I won't court the mercy of a heartless god. I will save Kurisu myself. She won't die again. Not at my hands. Not at anyone's.
まさかパパ盗むの？
You're stealing it?
なんだと？
What did you just say? Say?
私の論文盗むの？そんなことだけはしない人だって思っていたの。
You're stealing my work? I didn't think even you would do something like... Ah.
Nakabachi strikes Kurisu on the cheek.
誰に対して口を聞いておるのだ？
Who do you think you're talking to? It's starting. Nakabachi puts his hands around Kurisu's neck. Her cries of agony fill my ears. There's still a way to prevent Kurisu's death. That puddle of blood I saw beneath Kurisu's body. There's one more way to reproduce it. One more way. One last chance. It's a gamble, to be sure. Even if it succeeds, I don't know what effect it might have on the Steins Gate world line.
君に私の気持ちがわかるか？なぜお前はそんなに
You can't possibly understand how I feel.
存在そのものが疎ましいのだよ。
Why did you have to be so talented? I detest you. I hate your very existence. Ah,
私より優秀な人間などこの世にいてはならんのだ。
nobody is about to be better than me.
娘が親より優秀でいい道理などない。
Understand? Nobody, especially not my own
だか
daughter.
ら遠ざけた。お前と親子だと思われるのが耐えられなかった。
That's why I abandoned you. I couldn't bear the shame of being your own father. And this mouse was not going to work.
お前のせいで。
It's all your fault. It's all your fault. That matters not. I am Hoenn Kiyoma, the mad scientist who defies God. My true desire is chaos. I have no need for a predetermined future. Stop! Calmly, I step out from my hiding spot. Nakabachi looks at me in disbelief. His eyes are wide and bloodshot.
お前、さっきの。
You! This is my only
お
inflection!
前のせいで。お前のせいで私の発表会は台無しだ。
You're the brat that ruined my presentation! Nakabachi lets go of Kurisu. Alright, just gonna... Yep, alright.
よくも抜け抜けと私の前に顔を出せたな。どいつもこいつも私の邪魔ばかりする。
How dare you show your face before me? Why does everyone get in my way? It's a great question.
さてはお前、クリスと示し合わせていたな。そうだ、そうなんだろう。
I know, you and Kurisu planned this, didn't you? Didn't you?
許さんぞ、ガキども。
You brats won't get away with this! Nakabachi pulls the knife from his pocket. Its blade reflects cold light. Once I see that glint, I laugh disdainfully. Try it if you dare.
何者だ？
You! Who are you? My name is Hoenn Kiyoma! Nani?
知らないなら覚えておく。フェニックスの鳳凰に陰、そして凶悪なる真実で鳳凰強魔だ。
Ho for Phoenix, then in, and finally the terrible truth that must never be revealed. Hoenn
俺
Kiyoma!
は混沌を望む者。世界の支配構造を破壊する者。
I am the bringer of chaos, the destroyer of order,
そしてお前の野望を打ち砕く者。
and I am the one who will end your ambition.
You? Hello?
Yup. Kurisu staggers to her feet with her hand on her neck.
Run away!
断る。
Never! I dismissed Kurisu's plea and instead turned to Nakabachi with my arms spread wide.
どうしたドクター中町お前の威勢は口だけかこの俺を殺すのではなかったのか
What's wrong, Dr. Nakabachi? Aren't you going to kill me? Or have you lost your nerve?
神に等しい力を持つこの俺を殺すことなどお前ごときには無理だろうがな
Of course, a mere mortal can never slay a god such as I. You little! Nakabachi goes into a frenzy. He charges me with his knife point first.
No, Papa, stop.
Nakabachi has completely lost his mind. I can see it in his eyes. He won't stop, and if he won't stop, then I'll stop him with my own body.
貴様には俺を殺すことはできない絶対にな
You can't kill me? You're nothing!
死ね
Die! The knife approaches, its point glitters menacingly in the dim light. Inches away, I don't move a muscle. This is my last chance. I'll do whatever it takes. Whoa! Whoa! Intense pain rips through my abdomen. I feel the cold steel sink into my body. He did it. He stabbed me with the knife that killed Kurisu. The pain flares. It feels like my insides are being torn out. Ugh. Ah! Nakabachi yanks out the knife. Blood gushes from the open wound. The iron taste of blood spreads through my mouth. Pain threatens to steal away my consciousness. My body is on fire. My vision blurs. I struggle desperately to stay on my feet.
ざまみろ
Now who's
私を
laughing?
バカにするからな
Meh, 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 meh. That's what you get for mocking me. Hammer? I whip out the he's slowly switching into like a Pokemon or something. I whip out the stun gun and switch it on. The electric arc crackles to life inches away from Nakabachi's face. His instantly turns pale. Now you've done it. I spear him with my glare and take a step forward. A wave of nausea surges over me. Yeah. Blood spews from my throat. But I don't look away. I keep my eyes fixed on Nakabachi. You'll regret this, old man. I'm going to kill you. Nah. Frightened, nah.
そっちの娘も全員皆殺しだ
You and the girl. I'll kill you both.
Don't move.
Kurisu runs up to me. She holds me and supports my body.
横になって今すぐ救急車を呼ぶから
Lie down, I'll call an ambulance.
What is she doing trying to help me? Didn't she hear me threaten to kill her? You're too soft-hearted for a tsundere. Back when I was trying to save Mayuri, you were always the one who saved me. So this time... I'm going to save you.
What?
Nani? She just glares at you and it's like a complete no-sell.
I've built up an immunity to electricity, you dipshit. You
Kurisu-
absolute buffoon.
You dare challenge me in my own realm? Strength leaves the leg she used to support me. She collapses. I'm sorry. I sent her my silent apology.
娘は後でたっぷりいたぶって殺してやる。
I'll be sure to have my way with your daughter before I kill her.
仲町、まずは貴様だ。
But first is you, Nakabachi. Nakabachi tosses his knife away with a pitiful cry. He takes a step back, 2 steps back.
One hop this time.
Boop. Yeah. Firing the stun gun once more does the trick. Nakabachi turns and flees down the hallway toward the elevators. But first, he makes sure to pick up the envelope Kurisu dropped. How shrewd of him. I touch my wound. The lightest touch sends pain coursing through my body. I fall to my knees. I feel faint. The bleeding won't stop. The blood is starting to pool on the floor. I press my hands into the blood. Still not enough. I reach for my stomach, wet and glistening with blood. I take a breath, then dive my fingers into the wound. The pain is like nothing I've ever experienced. Unable to bear it, I throw back my head. I scream until my throat is raw. I can't stop now. Fighting against the urge to faint, I feed strength into my hands and pull the wound wider. My blood paints the floor crimson.
Uncle Okarin!
Suzuha runs up to me.
That wound! What happened? What were you thinking? If you die, if we fail... Uncle?
You forget who you're dealing with, Suzuha. Look at the floor. Do you notice anything?
The floor?
The Florida? Wait, that makes it sound like the Florida. That should be enough blood, don't you think? She looks down and beholds my masterpiece.
A pool of blood.
To deceive myself, to deceive the world. The stage is set.
But, Uncle, you'll die.
There's no way I'm going to die. Who do you think I am? I am the insane mad scientist. Oh, in Kyo.
Uncle?
If convergence holds, then it's already determined that I don't die. Not here. I die in 2025. That's a fixed event on the Beta World line. That was my bet. I intentionally provoked Nakabachi to rage. I took the knife meant for Kurisu and survived. The wound gave me what I needed to carry out the plan, though I have to admit I didn't think it would hurt this much. There's no telling what will happen when we reach Steins Gate. The future of that world line is still undecided. There's no reason it can't include my death. How ironic. I made a bet based on the guarantee that I wouldn't die. But winning that bet makes death a very real possibility. I twist my lips into a smile. Time to put the finishing touch on my masterpiece.
鈴葉クリスの体を
Suzuha. Get Kurisu.
Ah, okay.
Boop, there it goes. Suzuha picks up the unconscious Kurisu. Then she lays her face down on top of my blood puddle.
Bloodle.
Kurisu doesn't wake up. She's perfectly still. But she's definitely breathing.
So, tasers don't work like that, right?
Stun guns?
Yeah, isn't that not how that works?
I don't know. I'm willing to just assume that it knocked her unconscious.
Okay.
Whatever.
Sure.
Sure. I stroke her hair gently.
すまなかった
Did it?
だがお前を救うためだったん
Did
だ
it hurt? I'm sorry, but I had to do it to save you.
たとえあの3週間の日々は戻らなくても
Even though those 3 weeks will never come back.
お前に生きていてほしかったから
Want you to live. Even if we reach Steins Gate, even if Kurisu lives, even if I don't die, we'll never meet again. Kurisu will never join the lab. We'll never build the time leap machine together. But still, I'm glad that I was able to save her.
さよなら
Goodbye. Please stay unconscious for a while. I need you to deceive the first me. While Suzuha goes to pick up the knife, I use the wall to climb to my feet.
作戦完了これより帰還する
Mission complete. Return to base. Oh, time machine noises.
無茶しすぎだよ。バカにも程がある。
This is crazy, Uncle. I just met you.
すべて計画通りだろ
Insane. Nonsense. This is all according to plan.
8月21日に戻るから。
Don't talk. I'll take you back to August 21st.
なんとか G に耐えてね。ああ、くそ。せめて応急手当てができたらよかったんだけど、これにはそんなの載せてないんだよ。
Try to endure the G's, okay? Damn, I should have brought a first aid kit.
I feel pressure crush my body. My wound throbs. I feel like groaning, but I bite my lip and bear it. Rainbow lights fill my vision. The time machine is activating. Suzuha wraps my wound with a towel.
ねえ、おじさん。この先にはさ、きっとシュタインズゲートが待ってる。私もおじさんも、誰も知らない世界が待ってる。
Hey, Uncle. I'm sure Steins Gate is waiting for us on the other side. A world where nothing is known, where anything is possible.
おじさんは生きていて、マキセ・クリスも生きていて、シーナ・マユリも生きていて、
A world where you live, where Makise Kurisu lives, where Shina Mayuri lives.
私は2010年にタイムトラベルしてくることはなくて、
A world where I have no reason to travel to 2010.
第三次世界大戦が起きるかどうかはわかんない世界線だけど、
The future may still lead to World War
セ
III.
ルンのディストピアが構築されるかどうかわかんない世界線だけど、
It may lead to a dystopia ruled by CERN.
Someone's warm hand grasps mine. Tightly, tightly.
未来にはさ、希望が満ちてるって信じられるような世界が待ってるよ。
But now, there is hope for the future again.
I slowly close my eyes. It's hard to breathe, but my pain feels distant now.
そこに到達したら、きっと私は消える。一緒にシュタインズゲートにたどり着いたことをお祝いすることはできないはずだから。
Once we arrive, I'll probably disappear. I won't be able to thank you for bringing me to Steins Gate.
ここでお礼を言っておくよ。
So I'll say it now.
The warmth of her hand slowly fades away.
ありがとう、おじさん。死なないで生きて。
Thank you, Uncle. Don't die. Live.
でさ、きっと7年後に
And
会おうね。
in 7 years, let's meet again, okay?
It's time to go home. Mayuri and Daru are waiting. And with them, a future that has yet to be written.
Oh.
Fuck yeah.
We made it.
Oh my god, it's the last credits roll.
The last one. Probably.
Holy shit. I can't believe that we've finished this fucking game. I mean, there's probably a post-credit scene, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, we made it.
Holy fuck. In case it's not super clear, that last chapter is one of my favorite bits. It's so fucking good. Oh my god. I love... First of all, I love the notion that Okabe determines that it's not that Kurisu has to die that is written in stone.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, her death isn't written in stone, from what Okabe says. It could be prevented, but in doing that, it changes so much about the weeks that were come after it that it changes who Okabe is.
Mm-hmm.
Rather, the part that led Okabe to who he is now isn't that Kurisu died. It's that he saw what appeared to be her dead body in a pool of blood.
Mm-hmm.
Not that she died. And that distinction is so, like, That's so good. I love that shit. Like, fuck you. You don't have to die, you just have to make it look like you did. And it totally checks out. Like that, given the rules that they set up, yeah, I buy that.
Yeah.
That's... And not to mention, like, before that, like, the twist that it's Okabe who kills Kurisu. Like, what the fuck?
And then the twist that it's deliberate. Okabe makes himself kill Kurisu because he has to.
It's...
In order to have existed.
It's... Oh, there's just so much. Like, the payoff in that last chapter is just so good. Oh. Oh, seriously, I don't want to say that writing has to rely on twists to be good, because it obviously doesn't, but the way those twists were set up and how they came literally, like, they blindsided me the first time.
Yeah.
Like, I did not even work that out. That is just top tier shit right there. At the beginning of the episode, we were shit talking about being time to watch Steins Gate 0.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say we'll play that game eventually. Eventually could be several years from now. Don't at me.
Or do.
Or do. I mean, I guess I just might ignore you. But that is kind of a weird. It's not a sequel. It's not a pre. It is an actual interquel. It takes place during that exact moment when we said to cut away. I won't explain how, but if you want to watch Steins Gate in the actual order that Okabe supposedly experiences everything, you gotta cut away and watch Steins Gate 0 and then come back for the last half episode. It's really silly. Yeah. Do you have anything you want to talk about in that last bit there?
I don't know. It's fucking good. I'm glad that we've made it this far.
So am I, like, because it's been almost 2 years since we started this, and I sincerely hope that some of my joy for this story has come through.
Yeah.
In our Let's Play, and I'm not going to sit here and defend its shortcomings. Like, I will be the first in line to call out Steins Gate on the shit it does wrong. But I legitimately think that where we've ended up is just... where it ends up is just incredible. Do we get a post-credits, or is that...
We must.
We do. It's been a month since then. My wound was deep enough to require surgery. If I had been just 1 hour late getting to the hospital, I would have died from blood loss. The doctor laughed as he told me this. Hilarious. After being cooped up in the hospital for so long, it's excited to be walking around Akiba again. I looked around to see if Akiba's any different from what I remember, but nothing catches my eye. I just get the feeling that there are more moe shops than before.
Huh.
The mysteries of divergence. I chuckle to myself, then dig into my pocket. Something jingles. There are metal pins inside, 8 of them. The Future Gadget Laboratories member badges. They're designed based on the pin Suzuha brought from the future. Which Worldline Suzuha was that again? Anyway, back then we searched all over Akiba for that pin. And while I was hospitalized, I thought it was the perfect opportunity to ask Daru to have them made. And of course, the one we commissioned to make them was that shady foreign street vendor. The final product is slightly different from Suzuha's, but it's pretty well done. I pass through the archway of Yanabayashi Shrine and head to the courtyard. There, brandishing a sword with sublime dignity, stands a Miko. The Miko is so lovely that anyone would doubtless stop to stare, but she's not really a Miko, and that's not a real sword. That sword is a 980 yen imitation, and that beautiful Miko is my good friend, Luca. Luca lifts her head at the sound of my footsteps.
Okabe-san.
As soon as our eyes meet, she runs up to me in a fluster. Her eyes are already wet with tears.
You were discharged today?
ああ、そうだ。
Yeah.
すみません。僕、何も知らなくて。
But I'm sorry, I didn't know anything about
知
it.
らなくて当然だ。教えていないからな。
Of course you didn't. I didn't tell you. Oh, no bully.
無事に退院できてよかったです。
But
僕嬉しい。
I'm glad you're okay. I'm so happy.
And then she starts crying in earnest.
Who's Ernest?
Oh man, who is Ernest? Seeing her tears, I feel an urge to pat her head and tell her everything will be alright, but I resist and sigh
そ
instead.
れを天然でやっているんだから、そりゃ鮮烈なコスプレデビューも飾るわけだ。ファンクラブまでできてるらしいじゃないか。
I hear you were a natural at your cosplay debut. I hear you even have a fan club. Mayuri filled me in on the situation. After years of persistent nagging, she finally convinced Luca to cosplay near the end of summer break. It wasn't in time for Komima, but she wore one of Mayuri's costumes to a cosplay event in early September. Her cosplay debut was effective. Dozens of photographers took her picture, and the images soon went viral on the net. Try to look up pictures of Luca now, and you'll get a ton of hits. She's being swarmed by fans, and since she's what they call... Oh, wait, I need to read the rest of that sentence. Ooh, we're gonna just... See, that's the shit right there. I can't defend that.
Yeah.
I won't defend that. That's bullshit. There are some things in this world I just don't understand.
正直すごく戸惑ってます。
To be honest, it's so confusing.
だが、お前のコスプレ姿、俺も生で見てみたかったぞ。
You know, I still haven't had the pleasure of seeing you cosplay in the flesh.
無理です。岡部さんになんてそんな恥ずかしくて死んじゃいます。
I just can't. If Okabe-san were to see me, I'd get so embarrassed I'd die.
だが楽しかったのだろ？マユリがそう言っていた。
But you had fun, didn't you? That's what Mayuri said.
Yes.
成長したな、ルカ子。
You've grown up, Luca. She's overcome her feelings of inadequacy and accepted herself for who she is. A fucking nerd. And she even had fun doing it.
岡部さん、じゃなくて京馬さんが教えてくれた精神残魔流のおかげです。
Okabe-san, I mean, Kyoma-san. It's all thanks to the Seishin Zanma style you taught me.
神道密脚できました。
I've cleared my mind of all mundane thoughts.
She truly is a worthy disciple.
だがまだまだ油断するな。次なる目標は精神残魔流の極意継承。それさえ得た。お前は己の中に封印
Never stop, Okabe, you fucking bastard. But you must not grow complacent. Your next objective is to ascend to the true form of the Seishin Zanma style. Once you've mastered it, the flames of evil sealed within you have nothing left to burn.
その時こそ首都秋葉原を守る巫女漆原ルカの物語は始まるのだ。
That moment will mark the beginning of the legend of Urushibara Luka, guardian Miko of the Personapolis of Akihabara. Persona!
始まるって何がでしょうか。
What exactly will this legend be about?
それは叱るべき時が来たら教える。
I shall tell you at the proper time. I reach into my pocket and take out a pin.
ラボメンナンバー006漆原ルカ。お前にこれを授けよう。
Lab Mem number 006, Urushibara Luka. I grant this unto you. Lukako nervously accepts the pin with a confused expression.
僕ラボメンにいつ入ったんでしょう。
When did I become a lab man?
その記憶は遥か彼方あるいは前世まで遡るかもしれない。
It's a memory from beyond the veil of time. Your past life, I suppose you could say. I love his Chuny shit being actually what happened. It's
Yes.
so good.
My past life?
I'm such a fan of that kind of bullshit.
生まれた時からすでにラボメンだったのだ。故に誇るがいい。
You've been a lab mem from the moment you were born. Be proud. It's not an exaggeration, it's the truth. Lukaku most likely doesn't remember, but it's okay, even if I'm the only one who does.
嫌か。
You don't like it?
いえ、すごく嬉しくて。
No, it's just I'm really happy.
Sniff. She starts crying again.
僕ずっと京 マさんの研究所の仲間に憧れていて、入りたいなって思っていて。
I always wanted to be a part of your lab. I wanted to be one of you.
でも勇気がなかったから言い出せなかったんです。
But I never had the courage to ask.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you so much.
She bows her head.
それは世界にたったの8個しかない貴重なものだ。お前を最悪から守ってくれるマジックアイテムでもある。
This is a precious artifact. Only 8 of them exist in the entire world. It is a magic item that protects you from all calamity. Oh, she's the you, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Urshibaru Luka Okabe Rintaro Shina Mayuri Hashida Itaru Makise Kurisu. Oh, right. Shining Finger. Kiryu Mueka.
Yeah.
Ferris Nyan. And wait, what's Suzuha's last name?
Amane Suzuha.
Amane Suzuha, right. Yeah, okay. No.
だからなくすなよ。
So don't lose it.
I won't.
Lukako nods with a joyful smile on her face. Too cute. Lukako is a trans girl, if poorly written. Fucking fight me. Actually, don't fight me. If you do fight me, I'll just mute you in the comments. So, I mean... get bent, and here's a row of middle fingers for you.
Welcome back, Measter.
I passed through May Queen's door for the first time in forever. Ferris runs over to greet me. Man, we haven't seen this background in forever.
Yeah. Kyoma.
She suddenly links arms with me. At first I get a little flustered when something soft touches my elbow, but then I break into a cold sweat once I fear the murderous glares of the surrounding Ferris fans.
They let you out of the hospital, nya?
ああ、
Yeah,
地獄の底から蘇ってきた。
I managed to claw my way out of hell. I tear Ferris off of me and take a deep breath.
さすが法院の血にゃ。不死鳥の名を抱くのは伊達じゃないにゃ。
Precisely what I expected from the Hoenn bloodline. The name of the Undying Phoenix isn't just for show.
Oh my
yeah?
god! That's why Ho-Oh was called Ho-Oh.
Yeah.
Fuck! It's 2020 and I'm just realizing this. Fuck! I see she's still making up her own backstories for people. It boggles the mind that this crazy cat girl is behind the redevelopment of Akihabara. Maybe the world's just messed up.
マユシは今日はお休みだにゃ。
Mayushi has the day off, nya?
知っている。
I know. She shows me to my table where I order iced coffee.
そうそう。
Like a fucking pussy.
メイクインは濁ってる。
Wow, rude.
Sorry. Shots fired at iced coffee.
Wow, rude. You just drank iced coffee.
You didn't have to go call me out like that. To be fair, that wasn't iced coffee. That was an cold, energy coffee beverage.
Okay.
So it's not
Sure.
It's not iced coffee.
Sure.
It's a energy coffee beverage. Never
have you
accuse me of drinking iced
Have you
coffee
convinced
again.
yourself yet?
You gonna read your line or?
Oh, right. We decided to open a second May Queen location, nya? And it's right on Shuodori, nyan. Isn't that awesome, nya?
そ
Yeah.
うなのか。どうせ再開発計画の責任者の権限を最大限に利用しているんだろ。
Don't you think you're abusing your authority as redevelopment committee chair? Just a little. No doubt the recent explosion of moai shops is her doing. I think she's getting a little carried away.
今日ま、これはやらなければいけない使命なのにゃ。
This is my sacred duty, nya.
She has never been more serious than at this exact moment.
燃える力を今こそこの聖地に集結させることで、奴らの来たるべき大攻勢に備えてるのにゃ。
Now is the time to summon all the powers of Moe to this holy land in preparation for their offensive, nya.
何？ 奴らか。俺が入院している間に目覚めたというのか。
What? They're going to attack? Did the awakening occur while I was in the hospital?
そうにゃ。京馬がいない隙を突かれたにゃ。
That's right, yeah. They took your absence as their opportunity, yeah.
Spin-off where Ferris and Okabe just fucking play off each other and do chuny bullshit the entire time.
この町のメイド・オブ・エンブリオが先か。一刻を争うのにゃ。
Will we be able to complete the moeification of Akiba before they hatch? That's the only way to defeat them. It's a race against time, yeah.
フェイリスもライネット AB の大会に出て必死でカルマの充電に努めてるけど、さすがに一人じゃきついにゃ。
Ferris also fought in the Rhinet AB tournament to gather karma, but it was really tough by myself, yeah.
What the hell does she mean by karma? I didn't think she was on Reddit. That's the one with karma, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Over the past month, Ferris has started participating in Rhinet Access Battlers tournaments. Ferris is the chairman of the Akihabara Redevelopment Project, a high school student, a popular waitress at a maid cafe, the president of the company founded by her father, and the head of the Akiha family. She should be incredibly busy, but I guess she couldn't stay away from Rhinet forever.
I forgot that there's one person we can't save.
Who? What?
There's just one person we couldn't save. Ferris's dad.
Oof. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, okay, bring it back to Grimdark, why don't you?
Come to think of it, we couldn't patch things up with Nakabachi either.
Nope.
We are a laser-targeted dad-ruining machine. Everybody else is saved.
Well, we get along with our own parents and Mayuri's parents.
Supposedly.
Supposedly. Yeah, I guess you're right. Okabe Rintaro destroyed his father figures. Anyway, she went to her very first official tournament and snatched a dramatic victory. Ferris is even more cheerful than usual now. I guess all it takes to feel fulfilled is to do the things you like to do.
狂気のあのサイエンティスト、どうかお願いにゃ。奴らをこの町に近づけさせたら全てが汚れてしまうにゃ。
I need your mad scientist powers to stop them, Nya. If they make it into town, they'll make the place their litter box.
やむを得ないな。そういうことならば俺も契約の履行をせねばなるまい。
I guess I have no choice. If it's come to this, then I, too, must fulfill the covenant.
これを渡しておこう。
Oh yeah, and take this with you.
Nya?
I take a pin out of my pocket and present it to Ferris.
これは京馬、いつの間にこれを手に入れたのにゃ。
This is... Where did you get this, Kyoma?
入院している間に。
During my stay at the hospital.
心の試練を乗り越えたというのかにゃ。やっぱり京馬は大した男にゃ。
So you've overcome the test of the heart, Nya. You truly are a great man, Nya.
I don't really get what's going on, so let's just nod for now.
Except he totally did overcome the test of the heart.
He did, he absolutely did. This belongs to you. Lab Mem number 007.
どうしても俺の助けが欲しいときは、そのピンバッジを握りしめて、ラヨダスタセラと唱えるがいい。
Whenever you need my help, just hold that pin and speak the incantation. La Yoda Stasella. Klaatu Barada Nikto. Right? That's the one? Ferris and I smile at each other. And then we high five.
未来ガジェット研究所、あちらの希望にゃ。
Is that the perfect encapsulation of the relationship? It's just like,
Yeah.
Chuny, Chuny, Chuny. High five!
Thanks, Nya. The future gadget laboratory is the hope of Akiba, Nya.
今度遊びに行ってもいいかにゃ。
Can I come over for a visit, Nya?
あ、もちろんだ。誰も喜ぶだろう。
Of course you can. Daru will be glad to see you.
I changed my mind.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'll be there too, I guess. When I get back to the lab, I'm startled to find an unexpected visitor. What the fuck are you doing here? Hey, look, it's the fucking Turncoat gang. Not Turncoat gang, but you know what I mean.
よ、岡部、おめえ退院したのか。
Yo, Okabe, out of the hospital already?
ええまあ
Yeah. Tenoji Yugo and Nai are standing out in front. Kiryu Moeka is with them. The Rounders who killed Mayuri on another world lied. Nai hides behind her father when she sees me, like usual.
そうそう紹介しとくぜ
Oh yeah, if you ever want to go back into the hospital, I can help you with
Yeah,
that.
I could just, it's real easy for me.
Yeah, anyway, let me introduce you.
Tenoji indicates Moeka with his chin.
今日からうちでバイトすることになった子だ
Starting today, this girl's gonna work part-time at my place.
Moeka bows her head. She's silent as always, but at least she's not holding her phone. I guess that's some improvement.
見ての通り不愛想なやつだがよろしくやってくれ
Doesn't talk much, but don't let it bother you.
よろしくも何も指圧師とは顔見知りですよ
Don't worry. Shining Finger and I know each other already.
指圧師誰だそりゃ
Shining Finger? Who's that?
I point toward Moeka.
シャイニングフィンガー彼女の能力名です
Shining Finger! That is the name of her Esper power. Tenoji and Moeka ignore me completely.
前にヘンプロの仕事で IBN5100 を一緒に探してくれた
He helped me look for an IBN 5100.
I got a thank you email from her during my stay in the hospital. That email helped me figure out our relationship on this world line.
ああ例の幻の PC ってやつか見つかったのかよ
Oh, that retro PC you were talking about? Did you find one?
Cocking gun in holster behind his back.
Nai also cocking gun.
So minors. Can I spoil that? I'll spoil that.
Spoil what?
Minor spoiler for robotics notes. Tiny spoiler.
Skip ahead if you don't want to hear.
Yeah, skip like 15 seconds ahead. Nai Tenoji follows her dad and becomes one of her rounders. That's it.
Wait. What?
Nai becomes a rounder.
Wait, is that canonical in robotic notes? I thought
It
we were just
absolutely
memeing
is.
about
No,
that.
that is absolutely where she gets all that firepower and experience from.
Okay.
And she says it explicitly.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right. I forgot. Thank you.
Yeah. It doesn't really spoil anything plot-wise, so don't worry about it. But it's a cute little nod back to Steins Gate.
ま都市伝説みてえなもんだからな
Well, it is just an urban legend.
Yeah, I don't think computers exist.
ブラウン管工房でバイトを
Why did you decide to work here? Did Tenoji tell her who he is? Thought Moeka wasn't supposed to know FB's true identity.
私が連れてきたんです
I brought her.
Nai speaks up in a tiny voice.
それでお父さんに紹介したの
I introduced her to Daddy.
なるほど
I see.
お見合いか
So you're a matchmaker, huh? Oh, come on, Okabe.
ねえ俺が愛してんのは苗とブラウン管だけなんだよ
Hey, numbskull, there's only two things I love in this world. Brown tubes and my little girl.
And I'm all out of broad tubes.
Daddy.
Aw,
それに
Nai's
苗
cute.
が連れてきたんじゃねえ正確には転んで怪我してた苗を解放してわざわざここまでついてきてくれたってわけだ
Besides, it was more like the other way around. After Nai fell and got hurt, this girl gave her first aid and brought her all the way back here.
萌えかにそんな親切をする性質があったとは
I didn't know Moeka had such a gentle side.
無職だっつうからそんなら娘が世話になったことだしうちで働けって話になったわけだ
Since she was unemployed, I decided to give her a job as thanks for helping my girl.
まさかうちの店でバイトを雇うことになるとはな
Never thought our store would hire a part-timer.
About that.
It turns out that's a convergence point.
Oh, shit. Tenoji hiring a part-timer?
It can be anybody, but somebody gets hired.
Didn't you hire one just last month?
あ何寝ぼけたこと言ってんだうちはこれまでバイトを使ったことなんてねえよ
Huh? You high on your painkillers, kid? I've never had help before.
Ah, of course. The Suzuha who worked here was the Suzuha of the Alpha World line, the Suzuha who came from a future ruled by CERN. The current world line has a different future, so she didn't come. The time she spent here never happened.
まあ、そういうことなら、よろしく頼むぞ、萌えか。
Well, in that case, good luck to you, Moeka. This is the perfect opportunity. I take a pin out of my pocket and hand it to Moeka.
これは
いきなりナンパか？うちのバイトに手出してんじゃねえよ。
Oh, now you're flirting? Don't mess around with my part-timer.
ラボメンナンバー005の証であるピンバッジだ。いつでも2階にある我がラボを訪れるがいい。
This pin is proof that you are lab mem number 005. Our lab is on the second floor. Come on by whenever you feel like it. Moeka stares at the pin in her hand.
ただし、IBN5100 を探すのにはもう二度と付き合わないからな。
But I can't help you look for the IBN 5100 anymore, okay?
つれねえやつだな。手伝ってやれよ。
Don't be like that. Help her out, will ya?
断る。
Please? Find one?
忙しいのだ。
I can't. I'm a busy man. Catch the attention of the rounders again? No, thanks. Besides, the three of them are better off if we never find an IBN 5100. I end the conversation with a shrug and head out to the stairs.
岡部君。
Okabe-kun.
Moeka calls my name. I turn back to see Moeka smiling ever so faintly. Her smile...
Her smile just looks like a frown. I love it.
ありがとう。
Thank you for this.
あ、
Yeah. The hatred I once felt towards them is gone. I forgave Moeka and Tenoji both. Now that I've destroyed our time machine, we can go back to being good neighbors. I won't pry into their secret lives, and I won't attempt to fight them either. It's all up to them. However, the affection that Nai showed towards Moeka brings an undeniable warmth to my heart. Right as we walk into the lab, I'm greeted by the chiming of a microwave oven.
Oh, Okarin.
Mayuri smiles brightly as she takes her juicy chicken number 1 out of the microwave.
Tuturu. Welcome back, Karin.
もしかしておかえりとオカリンを合体させたのか？
Did you just combine welcome back and Ocarine?
前も言ったよ。
Yep, I've said it before, remember?
Then Mayuri holds out the steaming chicken.
オカリンも食べる？退院祝いに1個あげる。
Want some too? I'll give you one to celebrate your homecoming.
No thanks, I don't really want to do science right now. I accept the gift of chicken and pop it into my mouth. I guess it's because I've had nothing but crappy hospital food for a month, but it's so delicious I want to
そ
cry.
の電子レンジはどこで手に入れた？
Where did you get that microwave? We disassembled the phone wave, name subject to change, weeks ago.
ああ、それは僕が手に入れたんだお。
Oh, that was me.
So, Daru pops out of the development room in all his rotund glory. Wonder if he's making a new future gadget.
買ったのか？
You bought it?
拾ってきたに決まってんだろ、上皇。直すのに苦労した。
I found it, duh. It was a pain to
ちょっ
repair.
と古いけどね、まだ十分使えるよ。
It's kinda old, but it still works fine.
さすがスーパーハカー。その調子で次の未来ガジェット作りも頼むぞ。
Nah, that's our super hacker. Now let's keep up that pace and make the next future gadget.
それよりオカリン、ひどいよ。
So, these two still don't know what, wouldn't know anything now.
Yeah.
Because the world line has changed. Yep.
That reminds me, Okarin. I'm mad at you.
That reminds me, I'm mad at you.
I forgot.
Mayuri suddenly
I'm
puts on a
fucking
pout.
furious.
どうしてマユシーに一言も言わずに退院しちゃったの？
Why did you leave the hospital without telling Mayushi? I'm going to
マユ
put
シ
you
ーと会
back
う
in
のに
it.
病院に行ったら、もう退院しましたって看護師さんに言われちゃったんだから。
We went all the way to the hospital to pick you up, but the nurse said you'd already left.
Wait, if that was the case, then why does he still have a knife injury here?
What?
Eh,
ナース
whatever.
よかったよナース。僕がオカリンの代わりに入院したかった。
That was one hot nurse. I wish I was hospitalized instead of Okarin.
Never change, Daru.
マユリ、お前は俺の保護者になったつもりか？ずいぶん出世したな。だが勘違いするな。お前はあくまで俺の非保護者だ。
You think you're my guardian now, Mayuri? You've certainly come up in the world. Have you forgotten I'm the one who protects you?
おしめのお世話もしてあげたのに。
I even helped you with your diaper.
Okay, you didn't need to bring that up in front of Daru. Come on. I couldn't move at all after the operation, so my mother and Mayuri made the great effort of coming to care for me. Especially Mayuri, even though it was her summer break, she visited me every day. I'm grateful for this childhood friend of mine from the bottom of my heart. It sometimes seems like she needs someone to look out for her, but she's actually quite tough.
幼なじみの女子高生におしめの世話してもらうとか。羨ましすぎだろマジで。
Don't tell me this is someone's thing, okay? I don't need to know.
You got your childhood friend to change your diaper? I'm jealous, man. What eroge is that from?
I think Daru needs to die for a bit. Hold on, I'm just gonna pop back over to the Alpha World line for a quick bit, and then I'll come back after.
Yeah.
But listen, dude, I need you to die for a bit. I bopped Mayuri on the head. Bop.
ジューシー唐揚げナンバーワンを買ってやる。
I'll buy you some juicy chicken number 1 later.
本当ありがとう、オカリン。頑張ってお世話してあげた甲斐があったよ。
Really? Thanks, Okarin. It was worth it to help you after all.
I breathe another sigh of relief when I see Mayuri's innocent smile.
She having forgotten that she has juicy chicken number one in her hand.
No, she's just thinking about future dividends. I've seen her die countless times. Though the events of those wordlines might have been undone, my struggle to escape them was not in vain. If the same thing were to happen again, what would I do? Would I accept her death this time? Or would I try again to save her, even if it meant building another time machine? There's no way to know. The future is undecided. But for now, Mayuri is here. And that means everything to me.
ほら、これ。
Here, take these. I give Mayuri and Daru their pins.
わあ、かわいいね。
It's so cute.
おお、ついに完成したん。
Nice, they're finally done.
Mayuri pins the badge to her chest and shows it off with a pirouette.
これから毎日つけておかなきゃ。そうしないとラボに入れてもらえないもんね。
Gotta be sure to put this on every day, or else I won't be let into the lab.
Nobody really made that rule, but whatever.
オカリン、あのね、マヨシーはこのピンバッジのデザインを見せてもらった時から一つだけわからないことがあるのです。
But you know, there's something I've been meaning to ask you about the pin.
なんだ？
Oh, what's that?
文字が書いてあるでしょ？ OSHMKUFA2010 って。
There's an inscription, right? It says OSHMKUFA 2010.
It says, oh shit, motherfucker, 2010.
岡部、シーナ、橋田、それと漆原、フェイリス。ここまではわかるんだけどね。その他の M と K と A って誰のことなの？
Okabe, Shina, Hashida, and then Urushibara and Ferris. I got those. But what about M, K, and A? Who are they?
M for Makise, K for Kiryu, A for Amane. But the current Mayuri wouldn't understand. Those 3 were lab mems on a world line undone and forgotten. I haven't told Mayuri or Daru about them. They wouldn't believe me even if I told them. Especially about the last initial, A. I mean, how do I tell Daru he's gonna have a daughter? I can just imagine his reaction.
僕の嫁となる人は誰なんだろう髪は金髪ツインテールで性格はツンデレでデレモードの時はすごく甘えまくるエロい子っていうのを個人的に希望
With the nosebleed.
Who's my lucky bride to be? I hope she's got a cute face, and delicious flat chest, and blonde hair, and twin tails, and a golden ratioed tsundere personality, and when she's in dere mode, she's super cuddly and sexy.
Yeah, that sounds like Daru. He'd say something gross like that, no doubt.
He would.
He would. I mean, you could tell them about Boeka. She just works downstairs. I remember, as I lay dying in the time machine, Suzuha gripped my hand and said,
到達したらきっと私は消える。一緒にシュタインズゲートにたどり着いたことをお祝いすることはできないはずだから。
Once we arrive, I'll probably disappear. I won't be able to thank you for bringing me to Steins Gate.
ここでお礼を言っておくよ。
So I'll thank you
あ
now.
りがとう。おじさん、死なないで。生きて。
Thank you, Uncle. Don't die. Live.
Just as she predicted, Suzuha vanished the moment we returned to August 21st. Right before my very eyes, the time machine was enveloped in rainbow light and disappeared. She was smiling as she faded away. That was proof I had reached Steins Gate, and that's why I don't mourn, Suzuha.
でさ、きっと7年後に会おうね。
And in 7 years, let's meet again, okay?
I don't know what the future will bring. There's still the possibility that Daru won't get married, that Suzuha won't be born, but still, I believe that in 7 years we will meet again. And that's when I will give her this pin, her birthright as Lab Mem 008. Until then, I'll keep it in a safe place. I aimlessly head out to town, alone. I want to get a better look at the Steins Gate world line. But try as I may, I can't find anything drastically different. Way back when Ferris's D-mail erased the Moe shops from Akiba, that time it was obvious that the world had changed. I feel unsatisfied, so I look up at Radicon. Obviously, there's no satellite stuck in the roof. It's open for business, as usual. When I arrived on this world line right after I saw Suzuha disappear, the very first thing I did was ask Mayuri and Daru a question.
Do you know where the nearest hospital is?
That. Have there been any murders at Radicon?
Yes, yours!
They panicked at the sight of my blood-stained body, and they answered that no one had been murdered at Radicon. As we waited for the ambulance to arrive, I had Daru call up the news on my phone. They were running the story about Nakabachi's flight to Russia. This time Nakabachi looked terribly agitated. His eyes were bloodshot, he was yelling, spraying spit everywhere. His appearance was strikingly similar to how I last saw him in the hallway of Radicon. To me, his unintelligible rambling was evidence of Operation Skuld's success. This is an outrage! An outrage, see? A fire! How could that happen? My precious thesis was burned to a crisp. A future for humanity went up in flames. This is no time for an interview. I won't stand for this, Russian Airlines. I'll murder every last one of your crew members.
That escalated.
Yeah. Money is not the issue. Aren't you listening? You burned my thesis which would have changed human history forever. I should have never let you fools handle my suitcase. None of this would have happened if I'd just carried it with me. The subtitles read, "What was your thesis about?"
タイムトラベルだ。過去から未来までのあらゆる時空を支配することさえ可能な発明だったのだ。
Time travel! The invention that can grant control over space-time from past to present to future! The screen immediately returned to the studio where a female reporter continued. This outburst continued for some time. Dr. Nakabachi, also known as Makise Soichi, was detained by Russian authorities upon arrival at Domodedovo International Airport in Moscow. Makise is currently under investigation by the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department as a suspect in the July 28th stabbing of a young man. Also, I'm picking up his accent. Oh no, I'm slowly turning into him. Oh no, he's in the studio now. I've assumed control. I control both the horizontal and the vertical. I don't think anyone's going to listen to Nakabachi now. For argument's sake, let's say Nakabachi manages to recreate Kurisu's thesis from memory. Nothing will come of it as long as Kurisu is alive. The scientific community undoubtedly trusts the Makise daughter over the father, meaning Kurisu can deter any attempts made by Nakabachi. World War III won't break out. Or at the very least, it won't be over the Nakabachi paper. I haven't seen Kurisu. Apparently, Kurisu reported to the police that I was stabbed, but at present there's been no progress on the investigation, as the victim, from their point of view, up and disappeared. I heard from Daru that no one was murdered at Radicon, and I couldn't find a single report of anyone dying in the area that day. Kurisu is still alive. That much is certain, but I haven't had any contact with her since then. Aside from the few words we exchanged at Radicon, the current Kurisu and I are strangers. Besides, I was bedridden, so it's not like I could have gone to see her even if I had wanted to. Kurisu said that she was supposed to go back to America in August. That was on the Alpha World line, so things may have changed. But what reason would she have to stay in Japan after what her father did to her? I thrust my hand into my pocket. 2 pins remain. One of them is for Lab Mem 001. And that's me. The remaining badge, which belongs to Lab Mem 004, may never reach its rightful owner. But Kurisu is alive, and that's good enough for me. I once chose to let her die. I once killed her with my own 2 hands. But this time, I was able to save her. No one remembers those 3 weeks we spent with Kurisu. No one but me. I will remember, and I will never forget. So I don't need anything else. I don't want anything else. Hey, Kurisu. I don't know what the future holds. War may still break out. CERN may still complete their time machine. But at the very least, the future is undecided. We're building it now from the bottom up. Not just me, not just you, but every man, woman, and child. So, keep on watching, wherever in this wide world you may be. I take up my own pin and fasten it to my chest. I walk through the sea of shoppers, staring straight ahead. Eh? I quickly turn around. Just now, in the corner of my eye, I saw her. The girl who shouldn't be here. Her long hair fluttered as she passed me by. There. A familiar figure. I'd recognize that back anywhere. She has stopped, too, in the middle of the sidewalk. Slowly, slowly, she turns to face me.
It's so weird seeing them side on when they're always front on.
Yeah. I thought she had gone back to America. It's her. She doesn't even know me.
It's you.
That voice, that face, that hair, those eyes. Makise Kurisu is standing there the same as I remember her.
I've been looking everywhere for you.
ずっと
Ever since you saved my life.
私一言お礼が言いたくて
I was afraid I'd never have a chance to say thank you.
どうしてもあなたに会いたくて
I'm so glad we could finally meet.
本当にありがとう
Thank you. Thank you so much.
あなたが無事でよかった
And thank goodness you're all right.
Kurisu looks so radiant as she tries to hold back her tears. Just when I thought I had finally suppressed it, all my love for her flows out at once. I'm so happy that I want to cry too. So to hide my embarrassment, I take out my phone and put it to my ear.
俺だ。なぜ彼女がここにいる？俺のリーディングシュタイナーは反応しなかったというのに。
It's me. Why is she here? Reading Steiner didn't activate.
何？俺が守れだと。やれやれ。勝手なことを言ってくれる。
What? Protector? That's a tall order, my friend.
シュタインズゲートの選択か。L、プサイ、コングルー。
But if that is the choice of Steins Gate, then so be it. L, Psi, Kongru. I close my phone and clear my throat. I have no idea what to say. She's still staring at me with those wide, pleading eyes. I open my mouth.
また会えたな、クリスティーナ。
We meet again, Christina.
いやだから私はクリスティーナでも女子でもないって言ったろ
How many times do I have to tell you? I'm not Christina, or your assistant, or... Huh?
Now I really have no idea what to say. How does this Kurisu know about that? Those were the names I used to tease Kurisu. She always got mad whenever I used them. They were our bond, our private joke. But I had yet to use them on the day we first met at Radicon. So how could this Worldline's Kurisu know?
あれ私今ふっと頭の中に言葉が浮かんで
Huh? Why did I say that?
どうして
Words just popped into my head.
It looks like Kurisu is as confused as I am. She stares at me, bewildered. And then I finally realized the truth. Everyone has reading Steiner. Even if the world line changes, even if the past and the future are rewritten, your memories remain. You've merely forgotten. All it takes is a push and you can remember. The memories of those lost 3 weeks. The memories we made together.
ようこそ、我が助手、マキセ・クリス。いや、クリスティーナ。
Welcome back, my assistant. Makise Kurisu. No. Christina. I reach into my pocket and take out the last pin. Nobody knows what the future holds. And that is why, just as this reunion demonstrates, the possibilities are endless. I place the pin in Kurisu's hand. I gently close her hand in mine. And holding back my tears, I tell her,
これがシュタインズゲートの選択だよ。
This is the choice of Steins Gate.
Yeah!
I'm not crying, you're fucking crying.
Yeah, we made it.
Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Alright, I'm good. I wasn't crying just now, don't worry about it.
Okay.
I was dabbing, that's what I was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's a better explanation.
Dabbing mournfully.
Dabbing mournfully. That's fucking it. Thank you all for watching this.
Thank you.
I really hope that I've gotten to share a little bit of my love for this with you. And I hope you'll stick around next time and enjoy whatever we've got cooking up next.
It'll be great.
Smash that like, comment and subscribe.